What's good, y'all? What's good, Real Talk Squad? This is Miles, and you're listening to Real Talk with Miles Johnson, where you know I always keep it real. Let's get right into it, man. Now, Merry Christmas to everyone watching this video. Again, I'm with the fam right now in Philly, and I just want to appreciate all my supporters. I really appreciate all of y'all. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and today's been a great day. Now, y'all know, big Sixers fan, and got that W today. I put down a ticket today. I'll have it somewhere over here. That John hit. I had Embiid with the points. Brunson with the points. Harden got the 10 assists. Embiid, he got the 8 rebounds just in time. I was texting my friends in the chat. I was like, is he going to get it? I was cussing Embiid out in the chat, but he finally got it. I am a little bit off the mimosas right now, so if I'm stuttering or if I'm out of it, just bear with me. This is my first episode being a little bit tipsy, but nonetheless, it's been a great time. Earlier today, I was with the fam at church, praising God and all that. Again, thank you, Jesus, for being born on this day. Now, y'all know the title of this episode. Some breaking news came out. I was on my way to church, or I was in church, and I saw this, and James Harden reportedly is seriously considering wanting out of Philly, or wanting out, but really when he becomes a free agent, that he'll go back to Houston. So, what sense does this make? Like, make it make sense. So you're telling me that you declined a supermax from Houston to get traded to Brooklyn. Then you leave Brooklyn, go to Philly, and you do all of this moving around just to come back to the same team that you were with, that you could have signed a supermax with. So you lost around like $40 million just to come back to the same team you've been started with? That makes no sense. That makes absolutely no sense. So do I believe this report? Again, I believe that Woj is not lying. I definitely believe that somebody from James Harden's camp leaked this out. You might be thinking, why would James Harden and his camp leak something like this out? The one reason I can think of is that James Harden does not like Doc Rivers as a coach, and he wants him fired. And him and his camp are putting this message out there to be like, if y'all don't make this change soon, I'm going to end up leaving, and all those assets y'all gave me or y'all put up in terms of giving up Ben Simmons, Seth Curry, first-round picks, Andre Drummond, I'm going to flat out leave for nothing if y'all don't fire Doc Rivers. So James Harden's, all the rumors about James Harden wanting to go to Houston, wanting to go back and be a Houston Rocket, that's all so James Harden can get his wish, and his wish is to get Doc Rivers fired. And if I'm Daryl Morey and the Sixers front office, if it comes down to keeping James Harden versus keeping Doc Rivers, I'm going to fire Doc Rivers in a heartbeat. It's not negotiable. It's not a question. That's exactly what's going to happen. It's not anything up to debate. Because when Doc Rivers became coach of the Sixers, they went at their height, they went to the Eastern Conference second round against the Raptors, Game 7, and we all know what happened. Kawhi Leonard hit the luckiest shot in NBA history, and that ended up winning him a championship, right? But since then, when Doc Rivers has taken over, Now he has taken over like what in like 2021 or 2020. When Doc Rivers has taken over, he hasn't got the Sixers past what Brett Brown could take them. And that was the whole point. So if the teammates, so if the players aren't feeling you, if the fan base aren't feeling you, and the results are not showing in the playoffs, why are you still a coach for the Sixers? Now, people might say, oh, well, y'all flip-flopping. Y'all wanted Doc. We did want Doc. We thought that Doc would deliver. And he has not delivered for us. He has not. Another thing, too. This is also, if this report is true, and it's not about Doc Rivers, which I believe it is, but let's just say this report is not about James Harden wanting Doc Rivers out. Because, again, I firmly believe that Woj got this info from somewhere. It's not like he flat out made this up. He's too credible of a source. It's too many times where he's the first person to break a story. Too many times where Woj has been right and he's that go-to guy. He is not lying, bro. And he's up to that, level in journalism, in reporting, to where he doesn't have to lie to get, publicity and all of that. This is a real report. But if the Doc Rivers report is not real, then this is an indictment on Joel Embiid as a teammate. Because guess what? Jimmy Butler left you. Ben Simmons left you. And now James Harden might leave you. This is an indictment on you as a teammate and on you as a leader. I love Joel Embiid. But if James Harden is serious about going to Houston, this says a lot about Joel Embiid. Flat out says it. Flat out says it. I hope this isn't true. Again, I hope that it's about Doc Rivers. But I don't know, man. I don't know. But we saw today on Christmas Day just how lethal this duo can be. You have Embiid putting up 35 points. You have James Harden putting up a 30-piece with 13 assists. I mean, when James Harden is hitting threes like that, nobody can stop him. Now, the one thing with James Harden I have a problem with, okay, so you and your camp is leaking this information. What have you done in the playoffs? Because last playoffs, you flat out folded. Now, you might say, oh, he wasn't 100%. Not being 100% does not excuse you for completely disappearing in the playoffs. And you've had a track record of doing that. So I'm not trying to hear the whole, I was injured. Dude, you was on the court, playing ball. You flat out did not deliver. And I can sympathize with Joel Embiid because people are like, well, Joel Embiid hasn't gotten it done in the playoffs. When has there been a time where Joel Embiid has had a teammate that has supported him? The only year that's happened is in 2019 when he had Jimmy Butler and they took Toronto to Game 7 and lost to the luckiest shot in NBA history. Aside from that year, when has there ever been a year where Joel Embiid has been supported by his teammate? Not by Ben Simmons, especially not into 2020 or 2021. Especially not by James Harden, who flat out wet the bed last postseason. So if I'm Embiid, it's like, bro, y'all talking trash on me. Like I can't get it done in the playoffs. I be doing my job. But when have I had a teammate, aside from 2019, that has supported me? And so that's why I feel for Embiid in that case. It's like, hey, Harden, you playing very well right now. But we need this production in the playoffs. So I hope that when Tyrese Maxey comes back, that he can kind of carry that load scoring-wise for a guy like Harden. And now Harden can rest a little bit more in the playoffs, in the regular season. And then come playoff time, he is activated. So This Sixers team has potential to win a championship. They have the potential. They have the roster to do so. You just saw today, DeAnthony Melton put up 5 threes. George Niang was cooking. Tobias Harris, he wasn't on today, but he has been doing very well. This is probably his best season as a Sixer. Shake Milton, you saw that half-court shot he did today. He has been cooking. So this is a team. PJ Tucker is great defensively. So this is a championship-level team if everyone plays to what we expect them to play to. But again, that report from James Harden, I promise you, it's because he doesn't like Doc Rivers as a coach. And I bet you he wants a guy in Mike D'Antoni who flat out made him into becoming this superstar we know him to be today. He wants Mike D'Antoni to be the coach. So again, let me know what you think about James Harden. Let me know what you think about the Sixers. And do you think the Sixers have a chance to win the NBA championship? Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all that jazz. And with that being said, y'all, I'm out.